All right. Warning. Your host, the one and only Cameron Argon, is an incredibly good-looking guy, but in an incredibly goofy mood. Like, goofier than in previous past. I just went and ran a bunch of errands, and I was like, I'm in too good of a mood. I'm blessing everybody with my current presence. I must do a podcast on exclusively grindcore. So, what do you think I'm doing? I'm here, on your screen, in your ears, in your face. Welcome to episode 11 of Disfiguring the Podcast, which is a grindcore edition. In accordance with typical grindcore, in meeting our quota, we are playing 10 songs versus our normal 6 to reach our around 25-minute length. So, strap in and get ready. Pour yourself a bevy. My personal bevy is Topo Chico. Cheers. Welcome to Disfiguring the Podcast. Disfiguring the Podcast is a metal alternative music show with your host, the one and only Cameron Argon.
Her name was Alicia. Who's she? I don't know. She was very...
Let's keep this energy up, guys. Maybe I should not chew gum on the podcast.
Alicia.
All right. Are we ready? We warmed up? Are we all here? Let's get this show on the road. Disfiguring the Podcast, episode 11, Grindcore edition. I figured this would be a great episode for my bouncing off the walls mood. Ready? Let's begin. Hell yeah, already. This is Malignant by Plague Widow. This is off their This Black Earth EP. I guess it's a single. It's only 2 tracks. And what would you call that in grindcore world? A single, yeah. A 7-inch or whatever. My gum. I like to keep these note cards around. They make like really good note-taking ability. Portable. So as you can tell, Plague Widow is like the sickest band ever. One time I saw them live in a basement in Reno, Nevada in 2015. I went by myself. It was awesome. Met the band. Shouted them out. Shout out Plague Widow. Shout out Hal Rotting. I see you, bro. So good. Yo, shout out the Disfiguring the Goddess merch. Right now our USA store is the only one live. You can see a link below. Super sick vocals in this band. And production. I love the snare. Doesn't get any sicker than this, people. Let's get some shout outs going. Yo, shout out Metaonia. We're hitting you again with Plague Widow. This is a Paralytic Levitation by Plague Widow. Let's go. Let's go. Sick riffs. Yo, shout out Brian Laws. Shout out Thomas H. Shout out AK. Shout out Chester G. Shout out Blast Beats. Shout out Uriah Shoten. This is a sick breakdown right here. So metal, right? Shout out Justin7939. Shout out Thomas H. Shout out Superstar Mikey Mike. All right. Shout out Aaron Wallace from Carson City, Nevada. This is our jam, boy.
It's not too late. It's not too late to make your choice. It's not too late.
This is It's Not Too Late by Resistant Culture from the album Welcome to Reality. This is a fantastic album. Shout out to all my Native American brothers across the country. Resistant Culture is a native, like metal, punk, grindcore, crust. So sick. This album was huge growing up. I listen to this all the time. We have It's Not Too Late on right now, but next time we got Hang On to Nothing's up next. Same album. So sick. I love this song, man. It's not too late to change your life. It's not too late. A positive message, you know? Yeah! It's not too late to change your life. It's not too late.
It's not too late to make your choice. It's not too late. It's not too late to change yourself. It's not too late.
Facts, everyone.
It's not too late to change the world. It's not too late.
Facts. So metal, but like, this band's so sick. So many sick riffs on this album. Resistant Culture. Shout out. We're back with Resistant Culture again. Hang On to Nothing. This is actually the first track off the album. Super sick sample. Shout out all my Native American friends in Carson City.
Nah, it ain't a dream, though. Such a reality.
It's a horrible reality. Let's go. So sick. Let's go.
The shades have been lifted. The king has a throne. We must come together or die all alone.
Yo, shout out to the new Disfiguring the Goddess album, Soothe. It's so sick. It's so sick. Yeah, I put up Soothe with Welcome to Reality. Disfiguring the Goddess, Resistant Culture Tour. Ooh, Scarp? I remember that band. Related artists. Scarp was cool. They were OG. Requiem. I need to revisit Scarp. I haven't heard them in years.
And bury the dead. Kill this illusion. Lives in the head. The seeds have been planted. The crops will grow.
I love this catchy songwriting. Sick vocals, great riffs, great cadence.
Fragile minds, the knowledge of ancient times, precious lessons and hazards from generations past.
I love like the super metal. It's like very metal.
The blanket of culture is gone. Cold and scared.
That double bass.
Tired, confused and insane. Turn to each other for someone to blame.
Such a great band. Shout out to Resistant Culture. Shout out. Alright, this is a badass band. This is Burning Maruta from Full of Hell off the album Weeping Choir. Brutal song. If this is your first time hearing Full of Hell, you should definitely dive in. They are such an interesting band. Very interesting band. I would recommend watching some live videos as well. Very awesome live band. Yo, shout out to all the viewers. Let's take care of business. Let's get our shit done. Let's do what's right in front of us. Something pops up in your life, you take care of it. Handle your business. Strive for greatness. Carry greatness in your heart. Be the fire you desire. Live free or die. This band's so great. Shout out to Full of Hell. Shout out to Full of Hell. So much respect to Full of Hell. I see you guys out there. You guys are awesome. Straight up, one of the sickest bands I think I've heard about in this last decade. We gotta put more Full of Hell on the show. More Full of Hell on Disfiguring the podcast. Shout out Full of Hell. Alright, this is Insect Warfare. This is a classic band. Classic band. This is Hydrophobia. from World Extermination, Insect Warfare, Texas band. Shout out Texas. That's where we're recording the show from, Austin, Texas. Insect Warfare is a grindcore band from Houston, Texas, known for their unbridled ferocity and studious dedication to perpetuating this radical extreme music and subgenre. Let's go. Yeah, I wish I could see this band. The drummer in this band's so sick. I've been a big time, long time Insect Warfare fan. It's only always been this album though. Like I don't know anything but this album. Love that outro. Yeah, this is a classic Insect Warfare song. This is Self-Termination by Insect Warfare. So sick. Love that riff. I love the vocals in this band. They're so brutal. Yada-da. Yada-da-da-da-da. Yo, shout out Insect Warfare. Come on the show. Come on the show. Let's have an Insect Warfare episode. Brutal. Yeah, this is the most brutal episode of Disfiguring the Podcast yet. Without a doubt. Alright. Next, we have this sick band called Of Feather and Bone. This is Repulsive Obscurity from Bestial Hymns of Perversion. Wow, that's a brutal ass title. This is an interesting band. Oh, they have a new album out. How did I not see that? Shout out A Feather and Bone and your new album. I'm going to check it out after this episode. A punitive, I don't know if that's the right word, Denver trio whose bleak, intense music combines multiple subgenres of extreme metal. They combine crust punk, grindcore, and cryptic death metal. So sick. Badass band. This is the longest song on the playlist today. As always, I want to shout out the Disfiguring the Goddess Discord server. We growing. That makes me laugh. Yo, this is the episode I'm gonna show my mom. I'm gonna say, Mom, I want you to listen to my radio show because I'm a successful radio DJ now. And I'm gonna show her this show. And she's gonna be like, Cameron, you pick the best music on your show. Your show, Cameron, Disfiguring the Podcast, plays the best music. Yeah. My mood today has been very goofy, which is great. Everybody in contact with me has had a better day. Everybody I saw in public has now had a better day than if it didn't see me. And I was like, I gotta project this energy onto the internet. And what better way to do it than this grindcore episode I had in store? Cheers. I love like the tone of this record and like the dedication to like the brutality that they put into it. And I was happy to discover it and see that it was popular. I know this like whole sound is kind of a vibe for a lot of people. Like this band Tomb Mold. I always hear about this fucking band. Like listen to the names in this genre of music. Witch Vomit. Grave. I guess like this would be like more modern crust music. Like crust punk became like grindcore, and it obviously loved metal and death metal. But like now the crust vibe has gotten like black metal-esque. Like you can kind of hear that in Plague Widow. They're kind of like black metal in a way. It's interesting how the subgenre of crust, or like the vibe of crust, has like grown. Yeah, I see Artificial Brain and related artists to Tomb Mold. Shout out Artificial Brain. Alright, this is a great song. This is The Great Delusion by Maruta and Narcosis. It's a great album, great band. I believe they're from Florida. I used to love this in high school. Great song. I gotta do another grindcore episode at some point. Ooh. Sick breakdown. Kill the Client. It's not in this episode. Pit Grinder or Pit Destroyer. No Phobia either. Grindcore's gotta be like the finest wine of metal music. I feel like it takes the longest to appreciate grindcore. Some people never even get into it. It's a shame. It's really a great style of music. And there's a lot of grindcore we can put in this. Grindcore was one of my favorite genres in high school. Just such a good sound. I played in a punk band when I was younger too, so maybe that has something to do with it. I was into metal before I was in the punk band, and then I kind of like got more into grindcore. Love the guitars. Alright, it's the last song. This is Carve Your Heart Out by Fuck the Facts. Stigmata High Five is the album. 2006. Canadian band. Female vocalist. I love a good female vocalist. Such sick tones. It's a great song. Ooh, Fuck the Facts has a new album out. Like 4 days ago. New. Yo, I gotta check this album out. It's cool that they're still making music. The last album before that was 2015. So it's quite a jump. Yo, shout out Fuck the Facts in their new album. And A Feather and Bone in their new album. And Disfiguring the Goddess in their new album. I always love this outro. So sick. Listen to that. That like 808 just like crushes the mix. That's gotta be what that is. That's hilarious. What the heck is that? Or is that just like my end? Nope. Super great. Super great. Well, that's our show. This is going to be the outro music until I decide otherwise. I think it's a nice touch to Disfiguring the podcast. Let's get our shout outs again. Shout out the merch. Shop Benchmark, link below. Finally starting to push it. Don't ever like to push merch. It's important to have the merch. I know people want the merch, but I kind of want my contributions and my energy kind of out there circulating before I'm like, yeah, let's get it going. Rep the brand, rep the merch, support the movement. So we're locked and loaded right now, you know. We're all systems go. So check out the merch, link below. Check out the new album by Disfiguring the Goddess, Soothe. It is crushing it online right now. It is a sick album. Play it for your friends and you will be known as the Master Selector. Just like I am known as the Master MC. Shout out to the Discord. Shout out to Omar and all the sick edits. Shout out to Hydra and all the sick edits. Shout out to the fans and the supporters over the years. Shout out to Spotify. And shout out to everybody putting the new Disfiguring in your Spotify playlist. It's a sick movement to support the new Disfiguring the Goddess album. It's crushing it, everybody. Really appreciate all the support. It's awesome. Follow me on Instagram. Get in the Discord. It's such a sick community. It's growing every day. Shout out the Hooligan. Shout out Casual. The OGs. You already know. You already know what it is. Shout out my awesome day so far. I'm going to get a little musical after this and seep into the rhythms and flows of the unknowns. I wish everybody a great day and a good life and a good night and to much creative prosperity out of you. to everyone's personal prosperity, making our community prosperity larger than we could ever imagine. Whoa. All right, my people. That's it. See you guys next time. God bless. Peace.